There's something about having a pet that's a little bit special. Although they say you can't choose your family, from the moment your furry, feathered or scaly companion has a name. And how do you call for Millie?
Well, I call her Miru.
As in like an Asian version of the name Millie.
Millie! Millie Mills!
Mills is my name for Mills. Millie.
Mama Miru. Mama Miru. Mama Miru, 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 Miru.
You've welcomed one more into your home.
Or Millie's son, because when you pull her hair back really tight, it makes her eyes go really small. Like, so she looks kind of Japanese. Not that Japanese eyes are small, just that they're the shape of Japanese, like almond eyes. Oh, not, yeah, you know.
This is Millie Hutchinson. I guess you could call her my little sister.
Oh, she's a Norwegian forest cat.
Millie is 4 years old.
The day she was born, I was going to tennis lessons with my friend from across the road, and Bob next door, our next door neighbour, said that Tabitha's first litter had been born and Millie was in it, and her name was actually Christy, and she was so tiny and she hadn't opened her eyes. And when I used to go and play with Marina and Lola, which are the daughters of Bob, we always used to fight over Christy and who would get Christy when we were playing with them.
As with any family member, Millie has her strengths and weaknesses.
Millie's very fluffy. She's very lazy.
Obese.
Her winter coat is very attractive.
Meows. Repeatedly.
Very, very good at sleeping.
Lying down on the floor and the couch.
She's very helpful. That's what sprung to mind just then. If I'm working, if I'm doing something in the garden, for example, Millie will usually come and help. That involves providing moral support rather than actual useful labour, but she hangs around.
Millie's really good to hug.
Her fears? And her passions. And what do you think she's best at?
Flopping.
If you get a cotton tip or like a Q-tip and you clean your ears, and then once there's earwax on them, you can give it to Millie and it's like a lollipop and she loves it. And she won't stop until all the earwax is off. It's great.
Some perceive her skill set as limited, and not everybody is a fan of Millie's laid-back temperament and fickleness.
I could always tread on her tail.
But see, any dog will have that instinct, even the best one.
She doesn't like anybody. Cats don't like anybody.
We often wonder how Millie would fare without us. But a more curious thought is how we would fare without Millie.
And I often used to do stretches with her when I would lift her up above my head after she'd been lying down, and she'd stretch all her limbs out like Superman. So that was quite cute.
Truth be told, Millie does far more good than harm. She's something of an accidental philosopher, or a natural stress relief. Her purring contentedness is like yoga, incense, a bubble bath and a massage all combined.
Millie, I don't know, has some kind of energy that she exudes with her laziness and I don't know what else, but whenever you see her, it's just like everything's going to be okay because Millie's here and she makes me smile.
Because who wouldn't want Millie as a sister? Isn't that right, Mills?